takes a moment to recollect themselves. Joins their friend for the rest of the barbecue. You're going to love this book? I'm sure I am. You still haven't read the other things, though. Let's join our friends. I think we've had plenty of time to recollect ourselves. Yeah, we're moving out in just under a month now. We should probably start packing soon. Our flatmates are well ahead of us. It'll all become real once we do, though. Aren't you moving out soon too, Joe? It'll all become real once we do, though. We should probably get packing soon. We are moving out in less than a month. I was just saying that. It's been a slow process moving stuff back to my parents' house. I might haul some more stuff tonight. I forget just how much of a pain it is to get to and from South London. I don't envy you. I'm going to have to get my dad to help move our stuff. We have so much furniture now. I really should have started sending things back to Tokyo. Fortunately, I haven't had anything too bulky to take back. I've just been taking things back on the tube. I guess our internet's just shitty tonight. Because I'm already in the yellow. Anyone else want a drink? Oh, I could do with a top up. Cheers. I'll tell you what, though, I'm excited for when that crossrail finally gets finished. Not that we'll get any connections around here, though. You're the only person I know to get this excited about that kind of stuff. I don't know if folks around here would even want a connection. South London has always been pretty cut off from the city. It got a lot more gentrified once the overground line got an extension. Sure, there are a lot of more hipster bars around Peckham now, but I heard most of the folks around Peckham wanted the extension. It was mostly middle-class snobs in Camberwell that didn't want anything to change. I heard they're planning on tearing down the cinema. The one built into the car park? Peckhamplex? Peckhamplex? Yeah, that one. I can't believe it. Down. Like, what other cinema offers tickets for £5? Pretty sure they've been trying to pull down the Plex for years. The car park doesn't really get used, though. There's a bar at the top, right? We went there during foundation year. Exactly. Why not just repurpose the rest of the building? You know, I heard they're repurposing some of the old underground stations now. What the hell for? Oh, I read about. Aren't they planning on turning them into houses? I wonder if that'll affect the Crossrail at all. Aren't they planning on turning them into houses? Yep. I understand that they'll be building some shops and bars too. They're planning on making it into some underground metropolis. It all sounds pretty swanky. I don't think I can imagine any of us living in one. It sounds like a cool idea, but it'd probably feel pretty claustrophobic. A lot of the local pubs around here are being repurposed for housing too. Sounds like a cool idea, but it'd probably feel... Nah, I can't imagine any of us living in one. I think Kim is the only one of us who isn't moving back to their parents' places at this point anyway. Yeah, Kim's a bit older than the rest of us. Ayo, you're staying at Bo's parents' house before heading back to Japan, aren't you? I never even moved out of my parents' place. You're staying at Bo's parents' house? Yeah, wish I didn't have to. I feel bad for loitering around for 2 weeks. Aw, you know my parents won't mind. Besides, I'm the reason we're moving out now anyway. That's not your fault. I'll make sure I cook and clean plenty. Drink? Yeah, drink. Well... it certainly feels like the end of an era. It hasn't been without its problems. Probably time to start being adults and pay those taxes. Who knows what's next? Hasn't been without its problems. There was at least one thing majorly wrong in all 5 or 6 places I've lived in London. I hope Uni Hall's ranked top on your list of rubbish accommodations. The constant fire drills and all year round sweltering heat certainly puts it at the top of for me. Fiery Road had its flaws, but it was a major step up from living in halls. No one was having heat stroke for one thing. Pours both herself and Bo another drink. I wonder if that weird shack in the garden is still there. At Fiery Road, I mean. The Love Shack? It managed to survive through that strong wind during second year. A whole lot of trees got uprooted around Peckham. I remember there were a few blocking the roads. That wind was ridiculous. The shack seemed pretty sturdy. It's probably still there. Unless, of course, the landlord took it down. Didn't you think you made it? That'd be a shame. It had a kind of rustic charm to it. I know what you mean. I quite liked it too. It did make cutting all that grass pretty difficult though. I still don't feel like we should have had to do that. To be fair, we could have done a better job at maintaining it. On the other hand, the landlord never made much effort. The paint they gave us to put over the mold just cracked and peeled off. His handyman would really actually turn up. They hardly did anything about the rat we had. The handyman would rarely actually turn up. Or turn up unscheduled. I quite like that guy though. I once gave him some tea and he stayed for 2 or 3 hours talking about seafood for some reason. Sorry, the ambiance is so loud. I don't know if it's much louder than me, but I'm hoping it's okay now. Pours himself a drink and signals to Nana. No thanks, haven't finished this. I ended up being the last one to leave that place. It got pretty lonely towards the end. Well, at least when we had that barbecue. You were nice enough to keep me company after everyone had gone. Honestly, I was feeling pretty lonely myself. It was nice to stay over, even if we were sleeping in separate rooms. Sorry for making you sleep on Joe's old bed without a blanket. One of you folks left me frozen chicken nuggets to live on for the last few days, so thanks for that too. Oh, those were probably mine. I must have forgotten about them. I still feel kind of bad for leaving so early. The sun woke me up at about 6 and I didn't want to disturb you. Come to think of it, I'm not even sure I knew which room was yours. Well, it's gotten pretty dark. Want to head inside? It's gotten cold. I'm going to catch the death of me. We could build a blanket fort and play some video games. Sounds good. I'll give you a hand bringing stuff inside. I'm afraid I'm going to have to head off now. Back to Finchley tonight. What did I just say? Oh my god. Back to Finchley tonight. I feel like I said something completely different. I don't know. Yeah, a long journey on the northern line ahead of me. This was good though. Good to do another one of these. Yeah, it was good. I wish I could have gone upstairs. Oh. Have a barbecue. Had the last barbecue at number 29. I spent so much time weeding the flower bed when I moved in. I really should have maintained it. It seems like there are even more weeds than before we moved in. All the flowers are planted together, swallowed up by Alkanet and Enchanter's Nightshade. I can't believe the neighbor stole our mop. Just look at it sitting up there. What kind of freako does that? They must have overheard us complaining about it at some point, right? Maybe they intended to give it back and now they've heard us bad-mouthing they're doubling down. I mean, damn, I think I preferred the constant howling of the previous neighbors. Wait, are we still living here? I don't think there's anything else here. Oh god, I can't. Spooky. Nah, there's nothing else here. Oh geez, I think I better leave cleaning up this mess till tomorrow morning. I should at least try to do it before our flatmates get up. At least we managed to get rid of some of those drinks. Why is there just... I wish the cats didn't make such a mess with their food. I'll miss them both. I would too. Let's go this way. The poster portrays many beasts drawn by the digital monarch. They say this is only an eighth of the beings now known to exist. AO always wanted to publish their own bestiary. Or bestiary, I don't know. They've been drawing all kinds of creatures since forever, really. More than a couple of times they've mentioned the documentaries their dad made them watch as a kid, both with reverence and fear. I managed to snag this bed from my last place, as well as a few other things. It was nice of our landlord to just let us have it. It's wild to me to be at this point in my life where I own all this furniture. I feel like it carries so much who I am, how I got here. I like to get a fresh start, figure out who I am from the beginning. No, I feel like it carries so much. They'll follow me no matter where I go. I just hope I can fit it all in my bedroom back at my parents' place. Oh boy, I'm kind of hungry now. Shit. Chris. Let's go this way. Can I just... Oh, I can't walk there. Like, the door is open. Okay, let's go in here again. Spores that settled in the town have begun growing into fungi. Ew. Oh, it's a crack. I think there might be mice living between the tiles and the floorboards. Every so often I see Luna or Autumn staring into a crack. The landlord better not blame it on us. Luna or Autumn? Luna is fearsome when it comes to rodents, but Autumn's such a big baby, he'd probably be more scared than the mice. I can't see myself. The mirror shows a reflection. Okay. The door won't budge. Maybe something on the other side got jammed under the handle. I haven't left the house in a while now. Well, if only for grocery trips. I would just stay in today. It might be good to get out a bit more often. It might be good to get out. I haven't gone on a walk with Ao for quite some time. Maybe we could go for a walk through the forest with everyone. I'm always meaning to do much more, but somehow the days just end up slipping away one by one. I don't think there's anything here that actually belongs to me. Well, apart from the internet router. I have no idea who these DVDs even belong to. These games look like they're my flatmates. the internet router. Need to remember to cancel broadband earlier this time. Don't want to get served another unnecessary bill like last time. I got so frustrated the maintenance was only supposed to take a couple days. It ended up taking 3 weeks. After 2 weeks of calling, I'd had enough. We were approaching the end of second year, and we all needed the internet to get on with work. I shouldn't have canceled the account, though. I felt pretty bad for shouting. It wasn't their fault. They just answered the calls. But I couldn't afford to work from the cafe, and they were still charging us the whole time our broadband was down. I'm usually pretty patient, but I don't know. I hate it when I get like that. I just can't believe how incompetent it all was. I don't know what I clicked earlier. I didn't mean to skip anything, so I don't know why I did that, but that was weird. Takes a moment. I didn't know we were making blanket forts. Oh my god, kitty! Oh. The top drawer is crammed with tins of pineapple, and all long expired and sharing the same date. Why the fuck? Kitty! Chunky! Get a break from everyone, Autumn. I need one too. I needed one too. I wish I didn't. I want to be around people. I just get so tired. You always seem like you wanted to be around people, just not too close, eh? I can understand that. Though you never want to hang out with me, do you? I don't know why I get so upset about it. I just want to be liked. I can't force you to like me. This is stupid. I should be having fun with my friends, but I don't know how to do that, so here I am talking to you. Well, see you, Autumn. Can I pet too? Chunky cat? I want to pet Chunky cat. Almost looking embarrassed. Oh! Oh! Chunky! And that was enough for me. This blanket fort sucks. What part of this even resembles a fort? I didn't see anyone else helping while I was arranging it. It's fine, don't worry. Yeah, let's just play a game. You can pet the cat and no longer home. You can pet both cats. What are we playing? Hold on, I think I've already got something loaded up. It's this sort of text parser game. Oh wow, people still make those? I used to play them with my dad as a kid. Yeah, but now it's like cool and punk. If you say so. Shall we get started then? I want to play some video games. Hold on, let me just type something into the keyboard. Are we playing a spooky game? Controller, please don't rattle. Oh, hello. Among the leaves. Hold on. Get stretch. Ugh. I need more water. Hello. Oh God. Among the leaves. Among us. No. You have been traveling through the forest for almost an hour now, and you have lost all sense of direction. You are starting to give up hope of ever finding a place to stay. You look down at your compass, as if it might help you, and consider your next direction. I'm sure we can't get lost if we just keep heading straight. It's already late. Maybe we should just head back. Let's divert from the path. I just want to get lost. You know what? Yeah, let's get lost. Type something into the keyboard. You head towards the bushes, but a new path appears as the trees dance around you. A few moments pass by. In the distance, you can hear the faint sound of a telephone ringing. Off in another direction, two lights catch your eye, perhaps from the windows of a cabin? Well, obviously we can't just ignore the phone. It's getting late, right? Maybe we could stay in that cabin. We can't just ignore that phone. Creepy phone sounds good. Type something into the keyboard. You head towards the source of the ringing. The trees allow you passage. By the time you reach the phone, the ringing has already stopped. The phone booth in front of you, completely taken over by plants, appears to have not been used in years. Looks kind of like the phone booth by my house back in Japan, I mean. I always pass it on the way to the convenience store. Oh, I miss 24-hour convenience stores. Do people even use payphones anymore? I think so. Every so often I see someone use one. Wild. Okay, what now? Why don't we check if the phone works? I think I see a phone book. Maybe we could try checking out those lights we saw earlier. Patiently, let's just move on already. Let's just pick a direction. Why don't we see if the phone works? You pick up the receiver. Silence. Ugh, it's not working. Let's head somewhere else. Oh, answer a call. Answered the ringing phone. You keep walking, but every step feels just the same as the last. Eventually, the foliage shifts, splitting into two paths. The left heading down towards what you assume to be a cave, the right sneaking up towards what appears to be a street. Finally, some adventure. Let's check out the cave. Maybe we could find a house somewhere on that street. Let's have some adventure. Are we supposed to find somewhere to stay? I don't know if we can just live in a cave. Sure we can. Cave time! Cave time! Cave time! Cave time! Cave time! Oh, whoa. Yo, it's got an elevator too? How convenient. Upon reaching the cave, you notice an elevator leading all the way down to the lower depths. Okay. Well, we should take it down. Maybe try pressing the button? We should take it down. As you approach the elevator, it pings and the doors slide open. Eventually, the mechanism grinds to a halt and the doors slide open once more. Oh. You walk down a short corridor and into an open door on your right. As you walk down some stairs, you notice a woman. Oh, cool. Finally someone we can talk to. Okay, well, this place is weird. Where are we? Someone we can talk to. Wait, can we talk to her? Oh yeah, should be able to. Hold on. You approach the woman, but she interjects before you get the chance to speak. I'm sorry, but there's no vacancies. What? You're looking for a place to stay, right? I'm afraid all the classrooms are taken. Typical, innit? Wait, classrooms? Sorry, this is a school? Sixth floor. Where did you think we were? Oh, I thought it looked like some sort of factory. Huh, looks kind of like this plant room I used to service with my dad. I don't know, sure are a ton of vents though. Factory. Oh, I thought it was a factory. Nothing that exciting. They're all vents for the school's air conditioning. You came here through the forest, right? Most people who come through the forest are looking for a place to stay. There was a cave and a lift. I don't... So they're renting out the classrooms? I thought so. Like I said, most people who come through the forest are looking for a place to stay. And yeah, they're letting. Only during the summer, though. They're still used as classes the rest of the year. That hardly seems worth it. True, though who can afford to rent a proper place these days? We get a lot of drifters. Exactly. I'd love to feel less like a drifter. I don't think I could even afford to study again. I'd love to feel less like a drifter. Tell me about it. I've been looking for a place to stay while I study. Been there. I mean, take a look around. Wait, sorry. You live here? That I do. Well, at least Fiery Road wasn't this bad. What are you studying? Oh, music? Music? Sorry, yeah, I was studying a couple years ago, but I want to do more interactive stuff and things. Oh, right. You like theater? I remember having to do little school productions. I've only seen a couple of plays. It never felt accessible. Yeah. I don't know, never really felt that welcome in my school productions. I like performance though. Yeah, I guess I know what you mean. Listen, I don't even know if Miguel... Right, so there's this old church. It's a gallery now. Exhibits interactive art pieces. It's called the Old Church. You can get to it by playing the piano in the forest. Anyway, the guy who runs it is this really sweet old dude called Miguel. He used to have a residency program. Might still do, but I don't think he's had any in a while. Sounds kind of lonely. Yeah, truth is I think he needs some company. I haven't seen him in a while. Actually, you know what? Esther pulls a letter out from beneath a plant pot and inspects it. Oh, do you want me to deliver that for you? You wouldn't mind? Not at all. It's the least I could do, since you're helping me out. I'm Esther, by the way. Oh, I'm Sophie. Thanks, Sophie. Esther hands the letter over to you. You will give it to him, won't you? Of course, it's no trouble. Thanks, and good luck with the residency. Thanks, good luck with... See you around, Sophie. You make your way back to the elevator and ascend back up to the forest. Going up. Oh, fuck. Oh. Meet Esther. Cool. Walking back through the forest, you get the sense that it is somehow guiding you. The trees continue to shift around you. Everything looks the same, but feels different. It's difficult to tell in the forest, but it feels like it's getting late. Where's the piano, baby? Oh, there it is. Finally, you reach a small clearing with a piano in the middle. I guess we'll give it a go then? We haven't really got any other options. Type something into the keyboard. Tired, you lazily paw a random sequence into the keys. Corridor builds up around you. You walk down until you reach a set of stairs. From up the stairs you can hear a voice gently talking to itself. Type something into the keyboard. Clears throat. Miguel? Oh! You startled me there, dear. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Don't worry, it's just that I haven't had any people come around here in some time. I don't have any exhibitions on. What brings you here? Poor guy. We should give him that letter Esther gave us. We should probably ask about the residency, right? Let's give the letter. Actually, Esther sent me your way. She said you offer residencies? Esther? Who? Oh, she wanted you to have this. You give the letter to Miguel. He scans through the letter, smiles, and folds it into his pocket. Quietly to self. Ah, yes. I wish she said... Never mind. Yes, Esther. How is she? Okay, I guess. Yes, she must be working in theater by now. She used to be a resident artist here, a good one too. I haven't had a resident here in a while, actually. I suppose that's why she sent you. Yeah, I'll be starting my degree in a few months, and I need somewhere to stay. Well, since it's Esther who sent you, you'll need to write an application, but I'm sure we can figure something out. Only thing is I had to sell off the old studio spaces once I couldn't secure funding for this place anymore. Well, there is this one place, but it's not a lot of room and it's a bit dingy. It's gotta be better than nothing. That doesn't sound great. I'd hoped we'd find somewhere good. It's better than nothing. I'm sure I could manage. I can make anywhere feel like home. In that case, welcome to the old church. Oh geez, is that really the time? I need to head home, but you should stay the night. Can't have you wandering about the forest this late at night. We'll pick this up tomorrow though, bright and early. Should be able to find the old camper bed. Wait, where did Bo go? Hello? You didn't notice? They were looking pretty peaky. Yeah, they left a little while back. I think they went to bed. Oh, we're vibrating again. Oh shit. Oh shit. Play a game. Among Us. The mirror covered in a thin layer of dust remains where it was when this room used to be a bedroom. I've collected so many sketches and records of plants, people, monsters. Let's look at monsters. Finds a page with a stumpy monster with 4 arms puckered out of each side of its body. I remember this one. He poked me with his rusty finger and asked me to translate Chinese to English. I'm neither a translator nor Chinese, idiot. The plant on the right seems to be flourishing, while the plant on the left almost appears to be begging for sunlight. Crap, I'm gonna have to bring most of these back to Tokyo. I hate my materialistic first-year self right now. I guess I can ask Bo if I can keep them at their parents' for a bit. Materialistic. Why am I like this? I always knew I'd have to move back. Looks like the neighbors are moving out. The rowdy ones next door? Eavesdropping, are we? Oh, come, like you don't do it too. You got me. Sounds like they just graduated. You're too easy to wind up. Sounds like they just graduated. Can't say I envy them. I was lucky getting work when I did. Before I forget, I left the post on the kitchen table, like you asked. If another shift, better run soon. I left the post on the kitchen table. Sweet. Anything good? A few bills and a postcard. My cousin finally decided to get back in touch. Looks like he's still trying to get you to join his startup. Yeah, you know, he'd tell you to get back to work too. Join his startup. I'm not interested in this weird crypto pyramid scheme. Oh, is that what that was? How is work treating you? Maybe a get rich scheme is what we need. Overworked and underpaid. How is work treating you? Yeah, I'm happy there. I just need a break, that's all. I suppose it's good. Should better run. Best head off now. I'll grab some Chinese after work, yeah? Alright, catch you later. Hello? Hey, what's up? Oh, hey, didn't know you were still here. Thought you might have moved out already. Will you ever learn to knock? You know as well as I do. I'm here as long as you are. There's been a lot on my mind lately, alright? Give me a break for once. So what are you watching? You want to be left alone? What are you watching? Baseball? Sure. So who's winning? We are. Now, would you very kindly leave me alone, please? Jesus, there's really no need for that kind of sass. It's not sass, you just refuse to respect my boundaries. Says you, freeloader. Let's be honest, you don't want me here and I don't want you here. Yet here we are. Now get out. Alright, fine, I just want to let you know we're moving out soon. Like it or not, I'm going wherever you're going. Make peace with it and leave me alone. I'm allowed to be worried about you, aren't I? You can cut the act. I know you don't actually care. We can't even love ourselves. You think we're capable of loving others? Don't make me laugh. Hey, that's not true at all. You say that, but you know I know you better than anyone, right? You've burdened me my whole life. How many people have you hurt simply by existing? Blaming all of your problems on people. You think it's okay just because you're sad? What do you have to say for yourself? Welcome to the AO pity party. No one cares. I can't deal with you anymore. You get out. Meet Guy? Visited Guy's abode. I'm gonna turn off your TV, bitch. A shirt drying on the radiator for weeks now has begun sprouting lavender through its fibers. I think this is the bedroom. Paint is peeling off the wardrobe and the original brown shades are starting to show through. Empty, okay. Oh, kitty! Ugh, my lips are bleeding again. I've really got to stop biting them. Oh, I just did it again. Damn it. Small fungi have started to claim the cracks in the walls at home. Sweetly. Oh, find something interesting there, Autumn? A mouse, maybe? I'm not sure how good you are at catching mice compared to your stepsister. Not judging you for your slow nature or anything. That's a charm of yours, and you know that. Your big body did crush all my precious mint. I wish you'd stop crawling on me at 6 in the morning to feed you, though. Wait, what? Oh. I'm not even your owner, you know that, right? It's not my job to feed you, quite honestly. Ah, hell, I can never say no to you when your eyes get all beady. You ought to get a bit more exercise, though. You have the same body mass as 2 of my cats back in Tokyo. I guess that's one thing to look forward to once I'm back, seeing my boys. Do you think you'll miss me? Maybe you'd like to meet my cats someday. They're all, relatively friendly, just as long as you're playful, not hostile. I think you'd be fit to sumo wrestle my 2 big boys. Just as long as you don't bother the oldest one, you'll be fine. Well, I'll let you get back to hunting that mouse or whatever it is you're doing. I'm sure you don't want me babbling at you while you're concentrating. See you later then, Autumn. Oh wait, I can pet. Hold up. Pet. grown used to me, haven't you? Why are we still here, though? Sometimes I click it and it doesn't do anything, and I'm just like, hello? Can I? Ah, good old Elephant and Castle, the first place I lived in London. Or was it? I don't remember now. I moved so many times it's hard to keep track. I've never strayed from southeast London, though. I keep thinking back to how I pictured London before uni. I used to think all of London was like Victoria or like these ridiculously posh areas around Central and West. I'm glad Southeast wasn't what I expected. I just wouldn't fit into those places. Can't believe how naive I was. Living here helped me figure out how important diversity is. I feel like going to an international school in Japan should have taught me that. It wasn't until coming here I learned way more in the 4 years I spent here than the 14 years I'd spent at school. My uni friends really helped me with allowing myself to be myself. I felt confident for the first time in my life. I don't know how to express it, but I owe both so much as well. They never once judged me for who I am. The rice in the cooker is old. Out in the ends of the rice are ferns sprouting, with their leaves all curled up. We sure like to keep shit out. Child. Anything here? Okay. Let's go out here, because I don't actually know where I'm supposed to go, honestly, so I just kind of want to venture. Should I could probably try stealing the mop bag. It doesn't belong to them after all. It doesn't belong to them. If you can afford to buy a new barbecue, I'm sure you don't have to steal stuff from your neighbors. I'll find a time to sneak it back. You bitch. If it wasn't for the laws of this land, I'd punch you in the face. Damn. The chilies and tomatoes have planted with Bo look long dead and gone. I'm so bad with plants. I've never been any good at keeping them alive. They always seem to just slip my mind. Tiny swamps have formed in the bottles outside the bedroom window. Ooh, shit. I did not actually mean to do that. I don't understand why they bought this barbecue. It's a shared garden. They could just use a small fire pit we made. Bo told me the neighbors were staring at us from the window during our last barbecue. They were probably just jealous of us having a good time. Bitches. Oh wait, hold on. I don't think there's anything here. Yeah. Okay, let's go here. Just under a month and I'm gone, huh? Time really flies like it has no meaning anymore. I swear January was only a week or so ago. I'm not sure how I'm gonna cope with being back home. I'm still really anxious over staying at Bo's parents. Not sure how I'm gonna cope with being back home. It's not like there's nothing to look forward to. I get to have good food, see my family and cats, some friends I haven't seen in years. Even with all that, I still want to stay here as long as I can. One simple okay from the home office would solve all this, and yet... It's so messed up. Some stranger gets to decide whether I stay or leave. If I could stay, I'd be able to sort out, in time. Some stranger gets to decide whether I stay. It's all about what I can contribute, but in such a specific way. How much money can I bring to the economy, or I have to become some award-winning artist? As if us international students don't drop a fortune on tuition fees already. I shouldn't even have to think about this. I should be making plans with Bo. We should just burn it all to the ground. How are people not rioting every day over this crap? I used to be scared of the idea of riots, since you really rarely see them in Japan, but I feel like when it comes to it, it ends up being the only way to get our voices heard. Who's the one being difficult if the people who hold all the power are never willing to open their eyes or clean their ears out? Period. Bo bought this record player for my birthday. I feel pretty bad that I never got any of the electronics needed to get it working. I can wire it up once I take it home. At least we have Bo's record player. Even if Bo's convinced there's something in living in the crackle. Sorry I disappeared. I wasn't feeling too well. Everyone's gone home now? That's okay. Hope you're doing okay. A bit too much to drink, I think. Mixing your drinks probably didn't help. Yeah, I guess I was excited to see everyone and overdid it. Are you coming to bed? Oh! Okay. It's been a long night. I don't know why it does that. Like, it's supposed to let me pick when I'm done. A long day. I might have to take a bathroom break soon because I kind of have to go. Okay. It was good to see everyone before we move out. Yeah, I hope we can do another get-together before I head back and all. Once I have some money, I'll come visit you in Japan. How long before you think you'll be able to visit again? Visit you. I don't want to be back there, but I can't wait to show you around. Take you to a baseball game, eat some real food, go visit my family in the South. I'm sure I'd be a great guide, and besides, it'll be good for me to get out of London too. I'm starting to feel choked by this city. I mean, but wasn't that the plan? I'd find a way to come back here and we'd live together again? I mean, we talked about Japan and that isn't really an option. Well sure, but I didn't realize it'd have to be in London. I just thought, I don't know, Tokyo, London, that's all the same problem. Different cultures, the same problems. I don't understand. I'd give anything to stay. All of our friends are here. I lived here my whole life. It's not easy. Maybe I'd stay if I could afford to. We'll get a job though. We'll work it out. Just look at how Peckham and Camberwell have changed over the last few years. You can see it, right? This whole city is becoming more and more hostile, and it's the poor who get pushed out. Oh, you mean trendy art students drinking beers in bars with wooden pallets for seats, buying artisanal donuts? What's left for the community that lived here for years? You mean us? I'm not so sure. And we do have the wooden pallets. Yeah, but it's different, right? We couldn't afford a sofa bed. I do think we're complicit, whether we like it or not. People like us move on to cheaper areas and suddenly landlords start paying attention. Knowing what to do about it is a problem. I feel like the only actionable solution offered is the all-out revolution. Maybe, but what does revolution even mean? And actionable how? I mean, I get it. You can't just treat symptoms when someone is bleeding out on the floor. I wish I had something more than vague preaching. I don't even know how to organize. Where the hell would revolution even leave us? Sure, down with capitalism or whatever, but there has to be more than that we can do now. I guess we missed that module during university. We should have been more conscious about it while we had the chance. I don't think being conscious about it would have done anything. I guess we missed that module. We could have made more of an effort ourselves. I just wish there was more available. I tried going to the Marxist Society once and they just spent the whole time bickering amongst themselves. We should have started something ourselves. Ayo, we were barely getting our essays handed in on time. I think you can cut us a little slack. True, just looking for places to live, I felt like my hair was going to fall out. I suppose we did have a lot on our plates. At least we were lucky with this place. At least we were lucky. Good thing the landlord never checked in on us. He might have been surprised to find 4 people living here. I guess we were lucky having this place at such low rent for such a long time. I never met the landlord, but I remember the estate agent saying that he didn't want to extort tenants. I used to think my Friary Road landlord was decent, so that's what we have to rely on, the kind nature of landlords? I mean, these flats were all designed and built for the doctors and nurses working over the road. God knows what's happened between now and then. Investment opportunity, I guess. God, get a real job. I remember that night we talked about struggling with the feeling of being bound to a certain path. Like you have your one thing and that's your thing? Yeah, you remember, right? That sounds like most of our conversations. I was probably drunk. Well, I've been thinking about it a lot, and I feel like I'm more lost than ever with what my thing even is. I thought uni would give me a pretty clear idea, but I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. Oh, for sure, yeah. I feel guilty spending 4 years here, only to have nothing to show for it. Like, what would our parents think? Wasn't going to uni supposed to set us up for life? I generally don't know what to do from here. I generally don't know what to do. The people I grew up with, you only have one plan, if any. There is no plan B. You know, it's like with this art stuff. It better work out because I don't have anything else. This is all I'm good at, and I don't have the time or the resources to just retrain. You have to get it right first time, or, well, you know, that's you done. Can you not force a plan B out of yourself? What was your plan A? I'm not sure. I can only really call it a plan in hindsight. There was nothing you were working towards? Nah, I just felt like this was something I was okay at, right? And so I could just keep going until I got better, and eventually that'd have to lead to something, right? I do sometimes wonder, though, if I should have just abandoned art school and followed in my father's footsteps. Is it not still an option? Wouldn't that be sad to give up on your whole thing? Is it not still an option? Feels too late now. I know nothing about the trade. I always got the feeling my dad was a little disappointed I didn't. I just feel like that's a feeling all university graduates have. I mean, I came from a family of creatives. Everyone apart from me has a job in advertising, but what if I'm not cut out for it? Really? I wish I had that kind of opportunity. You don't think you could manage? You don't think you can manage? I wouldn't be able to keep things straight. I mean, just take the state of my desk, for example. I'm sure you'd procrastinate less if you were being paid. That's the thing, though. I'd be paid to do it, like a professional. My dad's a pretty prominent director in the advertisement industry. I'd rather not slather his name in dirt. I mean, Ayo, you're always telling me how I don't know until I've tried. If I were him, I'd be happy you were working in the same industry. Don't know until you've tried. Don't cleverly use my own advice against me. I know you're right, or I'm right, but I just don't feel like I've grown into the person that my parents expected to be. But you have grown, though. Even in the short time I've gotten to know you, university was a huge learning curve for us, and I'm certainly not the same person I was 4 years ago. I guess I just had these ideas of who I would be after all this. I think I surprised my family in a lot of ways. They still struggle with my pronouns, and I don't know, you kinda inherit their norms and values, right? Oh, for sure, it scares me. You pick up parts of them, whether you want to or not. I try not to think about it too much. How the hell do you manage? I get myself stuck in these absolute spirals. I just am who I am. No point worrying about who made me that way, but when it comes to what motivates me, what I want in life, I think about that a lot. Oh, I just want to get things right. Me too. Like, I think they always expected I'd get a good, respectable job and settle down with a good wife. I don't think they resent me for it, but you can feel it, right? Yeah, I know what you mean, but I think my parents would be chill with a lot of things though, since none of us are particularly normal, strictly speaking. Eccentric might be better fitting than not normal. I always find it difficult being able to conform. Eccentric might be better. Well, they mean the exact same thing back at home. We even have this saying, something like, a nail that sticks out gets hammered down. Jesus, that's terrifying, but I guess our education system does a pretty good job of that too. Obviously there are the exceptions, but the general consensus there is conform, don't complain. My parents would forgive me if I never settled down with a beautiful husband in a beautiful house, but I'd be deemed a social pariah. I suppose it's a universal experience. What did you expect, colonizer? There's something in not fitting in, though. Being an outsider is a direct attack on the status quo. Right, existing as praxis. Even so, I wish I had that sense of belonging. The only people who don't take me for some kind of joke are the friends I've made here. Whenever I catch up with high school friends, all they have to say about me is how I'm so quirky, so artsy. How well can they actually know you if that's all they have to say? It's upsetting, realizing how little you have in common with your old friends. You have some good friends here, though, Of course, but I remember being so close to my high school friends. You grew up, and they didn't, or just didn't go the same way as you. Right? Sometimes it scares me how little people change. For an international school, it sure was homogeneous. Oh, homogeneous. It's homogeneous. Homo. You can afford to stay the same. If you have money, if you're set on the right track, put into all the right schools, given all the right connections, then you're rarely exposed to failure. Well, I went to school with them. How come I'm such a failure? I mean, your friends seem a lot richer than your parents. Those systems are rigid. Some people just slip through. Or maybe I just didn't pay enough attention in class. I'm really not sure what lessons I've learned here. If any, I feel like I've learned to be lucky. Oh, do you don't feel like you've earned anything? I'm sure you've learned plenty of skills over the last few years. Feel like you've earned anything? Well, I mean, look at me. I really put all my eggs in one basket, you know? When I applied for university, I only picked one option. Christ, I did the same thing applying for a foundation. I mean, don't most people have that one place they set their heart on? I'm not sure I understand. It's not that simple. It's just like, I'll set my sights on something and it's this all or nothing type deal. I feel like I'm just begging to trip up and fail real hard one of these days. You don't really think you're doomed for failure? Working towards something was a mistake? Doomed for failure? Well, maybe not, but I never really explored my options while I had the chance. You had other options? I guess I never felt like I had any. I gave up on all my non-creative courses during 6th form. I could have done something else. I was just bad at the exams. What sort of path do you think you might have gone down? I was really into my sociology course during 6th form. Music. What held you back? It seemed like it meant a lot to you. I was self-taught and I never properly learned any theory. It just got to the point where I couldn't find the time. Really? I mean, it was really good, but it was just too much for me to keep up with at once. Something had to give, and I seemed to have the most grip on my visual work. I just can't get past this feeling of flatness. It's like the only paths I see are straight and narrow, and I just don't want to live that way. Not even to reach an eventual goal? Things have to open up someday. I'll intend to try, because what other options do I have? But the thought of it makes me so terribly sad. What about it makes you so sad? I feel like it's the utter lack of motion in it. But you said yourself, it's its path. Surely you have to walk along that path. Perhaps, but when that path is so flat, it feels like you've gone nowhere at all. How can you be so sure there's only this one path? So maybe there isn't just one path. Maybe there's like 4 of them, but they're all much the same. None of them have any depth. I feel like I've arrived at life's train station, but instead of a season pass, all I have is this tattered lottery ticket. And so I spend my days checking the timetable, watching everyone else leave the station. But there's a chance, though. Don't you think it's worth holding on to that? Oh, I cling to it because it's all I've got. I do know, Bo. I'm trying too. I don't know what I'm doing either. You say you're stuck at the station, but I'm lost in the forest. I'd follow any path I can take. These last few weeks, I don't know what's been going on. I've completely lost any sense of time. We've been spending too much time in our own heads. I've certainly been doing all my living up there in my skull. I've had so much floating around in there. It's too much time in this place, isn't this flat? So much floating around. You know, we can always talk about it, right? I know. I can't say why I haven't. I always mean to do all these things, but I just end up pushing them back. I can't quite summon the will. I guess I knew you were struggling too and I didn't want to be a burden. I've been no better. It's just that I learned to bottle it inside. I didn't want to be a burden. Ayo, I've never felt that way about you. You're allowed to feel down. I mean, Christ, you're leaving the country. We're all going to miss you. You can talk to me too. I've been trying to be strong because I felt like you were too. Yeah, okay, let's make a deal. From now on, we'll talk about everything, alright? We're going to need to do more than ever once I'm on the other side of the world. It's going to be a lot to get used to, huh? Remember when we spent that whole summer texting each other? It's going to be a lot longer than a summer this time. Yeah, there's so much we'd planned to do with this flat. Wish we'd have cleared up that junk in the corridor. Plan to steal some cover. There's so much more space for memories to form. There's so much more space. We had some good game nights and barbecues though, right? You're right, it was good. Feels like it's been a long day. Yeah. A long few weeks. Not long enough though. I'll drink to that. Are you sure we're on top of the bills right now? I stole back the mop bucket from the neighbors. We should probably give these sheets a wash before. I stole back the mop bucket. Really? You just went up the stairs? Yeah, with my shoes off like a sneaky burglar. I brought it back into the kitchen in case they have the audacity to take it away again. Finally, we can get on with cleaning the kitchen floor. Did you hear the neighbors yelling again? Earlier in the day, right? Yeah, I'm not sure what they were arguing about this time. I was going to politely ask them to tone it down, but they quieted down just before I was about to. Well, we're moving out soon. I'm sure we can endure a couple more days of their howling. I can't think of anything else. How many journeys there and back do you think we'd have to do in your dad's van? Moving stuff? I don't know. 2 should do, hopefully. It'll be weird seeing everything all packed into the van. Wouldn't one of us have to get the tube if there were only 2 seats? I hadn't thought about that. I could probably just send the stuff in the back. Sounds safe. Nah, it'll be like when my dad used to drive my brother and I back from our childminders in his work van. I guess it could be fun, sitting on top of all the furniture, like we're both smugglers or something. I don't even want to think about unpacking all that stuff. I can't even imagine dealing with this huge mattress. Yeah. Amongst everything else too. Like, what are we gonna do with your wardrobe? That thing looks super heavy. Bo? Oh, you fell asleep. Guess I'll get some rest too. It must be pretty late in the AM now. Thanks for chatting, Bo. Try to sleep. Yeah, that was a very long conversation. I don't think there's anything here. Peacock begonia leaves grow under the sink, pushing through the crack in the cupboard door, bending its hinges. Hey, there's the mop. Oh, what's this? The weeds around the drain have begun spreading out, slowly claiming the rest of the garden. The door still won't budge. Oh well, I don't think much of ours is in there anyway. I'm sure the landlord won't notice if I leave it behind. Oh shit. I still don't see anything. On the screen, there's a man at a gas station with his dog. What was its name again? Blue. Bits of paper poorly held up with tack have been slowly peeling away from the wall for months. The posters of the poetic mage remind me to see my own soul as an arboretum. The static groans. Oh, what the fuck? Edith! I moved in a little early. Your flatmates haven't taken all their stuff yet, but I've been needing somewhere to stay after I got kicked out of my last place. I hope that's cool with you. Oh. Why do you always call me that? Actually, we're moving out soon. Whoa. I can't choose the other options. Of course it is. I knew you'd understand, Edith. You know, you should try to be more confident, Edith. Uh-huh. Need Lou. I really miss our jam sessions. What happened to those, Edith? You still play guitar, right? I don't know. Most of my guitars need repairing. Most, so they're not all broken, yes? Guess I just haven't had the time. Yeah, I just haven't been feeling it lately. Oh, come on, hang out again sometime. I can give you a hand with the soldering. Sure, sometime soon. Okay, well, it's been riveting. Oh. Stops to take one last look around the flat. Psych. There you are. Couldn't sleep? I suppose. My head feels so full. Wanted to get some fresh air. Yeah, me too. We've been cooped up inside for too long. We probably got far too comfortable. I don't want to leave this place. Me neither, but... I mean, I've always known I'd have to go back to Japan. I suppose, but so have I. I convinced myself we'd work things out somehow, that I'd get a job. Hoped I'd be able to do the same. I wish I had just a little more time. Hoped I'd be able to do the same. I know, you're doing what you can. That I'd at least be able to help somehow. You're doing what you can too. It feels like it's all rigged against us. It's certainly not easy. We're doing what we can. Hey, why don't we take a walk? Why don't we take a walk? Well, it's the middle of the night, but I won't be getting sleep anytime soon. The street was always surprisingly quiet, despite being right next to the hospital. For London in general, really. South London always had a different vibe. I feel like I'm able to filter out all the noise. Had a different vibe. I know what you mean. It's not quite London, but it's not quite anywhere else. Caught somewhere between a city and a suburb. I can't quite put my finger on it. I feel like I've only just started appreciating that. Maybe I've just been living in this city for too long. I'm starting to feel like maybe I've learned all I can from London, at least for now. Hold on, I just wanted to see something. I know it's like probably almost done because we're literally about to leave, but it is so loud. I don't know, I'd give pretty much anything to stay here. I feel like I've really only just started learning. I'd give anything to stay here. I feel like I've grown so much since I've been here. I've been here all my life. 4 years isn't that long. When you look at it that way, especially when you're busy getting an education. Did I say education? Education. Education. I know you have. It definitely took me a while to grow out of some stuff, you know? I think I used to be pretty close-minded. I didn't even get properly talking until the end of second year. I never really made much an effort to make friends. Never made much of an effort. I remember making a very conscious effort to make friends in Foundation. That disappeared as time went on. I'm so glad of the friends I have now, but I wish I had made a better effort. I always worried that people would think that I thought I was better than them. Why? I don't know, I was quiet and aloof. I feel like I got the impression of you just consider your words. You just consider your words. I think some people misunderstand that distance though. Always the mysterious one. That's the thing, I don't want to be, I just get scared. Talking is difficult, you know? I don't want people to take me the wrong way. I just kind of say things. I don't really think. Maybe that's bad. I think you're probably just thinking too much, about thinking too much. I used to think silence was this mark of intelligence or contemplation. I think a lot of us think that, but if you're so wrapped up in your own thoughts that you never express yourself, then it's just like, who are you? I'm just a dummy, so I don't really know about all that, but I think you're cool, so you're cool. Period. Whoa. You're not, though. Huh? You're not stupid. I could put more thought into things. We all could. It's just understanding the right things, perhaps. You're right, though. You've grown a lot since I've met you. We both have. I can remember when we were both too scared to talk to each other. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't know what I just chose. Ah! It's only been just over a year since we really got to know each other. Our anniversary will be coming up pretty soon. Yeah, it sucks I won't be able to stay for it. It feels so much longer than a year. It sucks I won't be able to stay. Yeah, it would have been nice to have you around for my birthday too. Are you sure you can't hang around for just a little bit longer? At least for my birthday? Only if you want immigration police coming too. I guess not. Oh yeah, visas. I didn't think about that. Because I think you have to get a work visa to even stay. I think that's what they were talking about. You're going to be okay, right? We are, right? It's going to be rough. Our paths will have to run parallel for a while. Yeah, it will be, won't it? But I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we'll find our way eventually. Come back soon? Visit soon? I'll try. I know. Leave the house. Well, awesome. Oh. I need to stand up for a second though. Sorry. Oh. That was nice. Ugh. This felt more like it was about self-contemplation than anything concrete. And just the pressures of becoming an adult that I think we can all really relate to, so. And I feel like that pressure doesn't really go away anymore, so... I will say, I wish the ambiance wasn't so freaking loud. Oh my god. Like, I know I could turn it down, but oh my goodness. I really hope I was loud enough, because I was trying to talk really loud, but then my voice was starting to go because I was talking so loud. Because I don't really like turning games down. At least to the point where they're too quiet. Funded with the assistance of the Treasure Hunters fan club. Sound fine? Well, were you wearing headphones, or were you watching on TV? Headphones? Okay, good. See, I trust when you're wearing headphones. It's a lot easier to tell if I'm not loud enough or not. McElroy? Did I just see McElroy on there? Like one of the McElroy brothers? Sorry, I just wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I kind of was also losing frames throughout, but it wasn't as dramatic as it normally is because it's literally at 1%. I usually get more worried if it's over 10%, but when I watched it back, it didn't even look like I was stuttering or anything, so I think we're good. And plus, like I said, this game is not like... there's not a lot happening visually, so even if it was, I don't think it would be that big of a deal. Because I don't think you're going to miss too much. I'm still wondering why I saw McElroy. That was really weird. Ugh. I will say, hold on, let me pull this out. While the credits are going, I'm gonna play some mobile game real quick. Apologies. Because I want to check something while I'm here. It was a very nice chill game though. I appreciate it. For making the game with me for all these long years. I would not have been making games if not for you, and you have my eternal gratitude for that. Your never-ending understanding and support kept me going. Oh, they did like a little... Sel and Hannah for letting me be a part of helping tell their story and experience over the last 5 years. Thank you for that and for your ongoing feedback and support. Thank you, Addie, for building our audio system and collaborating on setting up the means to accommodate my work. This feels kind of personal. I don't want to... Acknowledgements. Like, half of me is considering... well... I feel like I've been streaming for long enough. I've been trying to look at the time, but I can't see the time. Because I'm a dumbass. Awesome. So that was No Longer Home. I definitely next... When's my next long... I think Sunday is my next long stream day. I'll have to check. But I definitely think I'll play The Artful Escape that day. It'd be really cool if I could finish it on top of everything. Because, like, I always love when I start a game and I finish it right away. Because... it makes me feel less bad about adding yet another game to the list of games that I already have. But let me look at the time. It's 9:30. Yeah. Technically, I think I had it 6 to 10. So I think we're good. I was going to do some like Overwatch or something, but I think I'm good for today. So until next time, bye.